life gets busy, I want delicious food that's quick and easy to make. So I've come up with loads of recipes that you can rattle out in no time at all. These meals are designed to take the stress out of your cooking. I'm keeping it super simple, and I want to show you how to make great dishes using just 5 ingredients. They're the ultimate set of go-to dishes. Forget long lists of ingredients. These recipes are streamlined, perfect for getting you lot back in the kitchen. It's all about genius ingredient combos that deliver big on flavour, and you'll see just how exciting simple can be. Let's make it. I'm cooking up 4 quick and easy dishes for you to make this week. I'm saying have a go at that. You won't regret it. All you need for these time-saving recipes are just 5 ingredients plus the most basic store cupboard staples. On the menu, my mouth-watering hot smoked salmon pasta. A seriously impressive dish in a flash. Huge, huge flavour. A super easy, crowd-pleasing salad that will get your mates' taste buds soaring. That's exciting. And what you want is people going, oh, just a minute. A ridiculously simple family favourite, sausage and apple bake. It's a scruffy, humble, but brilliant dish. And last but not least, a time-saving way to give the humble cauliflower a Middle Eastern makeover. Guys, colours. Woo! Oh, you know it's going to be good. With all these incredible quick and easy dishes, you can be a great cook no matter how busy you are. So let's get started with a ridiculously quick hot smoked salmon pasta. A truly luxurious dish for when time is tight. Let me show you an absolutely spectacular pasta dish, a meal for 2 that is so fast. For a taste sensation, get some sustainable hot smoked salmon, fresh asparagus, an unwaxed lemon, dried tagliarini pasta, and gorgeous creme fraiche. It's so good, you're going to love it, and it's such a big, flavourful dish for such a quick thing to do. So, pan of boiling water on. Let's start off with the primary ingredient, the hot smoked salmon. You can get it in all the supermarkets. Gorgeous skin, flesh, and that wonderful colour. There's such a lot of flavour for one ingredient right here. So this goes in a pan, dry pan, skin side down, and we're on a medium heat here. What I want to achieve is crispy skin. It's going to be really, really good. Hot smoked salmon is a total time saver because it's already cooked. So just heat it through and get the skin gorgeously golden. Now, asparagus. I'm going to use a little gadget, which is a speed peeler, and we're going to just take this peeler from the base to the tip. And what's beautiful is the elegance, you know, the precision. Love that. As soon as it gets tricky, which is about now, that we'll put to the side. So what I'm trying to achieve here, guys, is texture, visual appeal, and of course, the way you cut vegetables and ingredients changes the way it tastes. Put the ribbons to the side for later. Then chop up the leftover asparagus, removing any woody ends. Make it quite fine, okay? Because your tagliatelle is delicate, and you want this to stick around that beautiful pasta. So, salmon's been in there for like a minute. I want to turn the salmon, and its skin should just peel off effortlessly. And then, a little bit like pork scratchings, I want to get this crispy. So put the skin the other side down, just a little oil, and we're going to go in with the chopped asparagus. And then if you look, you can see it rendering, getting super crispy. As we're doing that, we can use our lovely unwaxed lemon. Just a few strokes. Just the lemon zest gives such flavour. Don't waste it. So look, let's have a little look here. Look at that. You can see how delicate that is. Lovely colour. Beautiful. Big bits, small bits. And of course the asparagus is now sucking up all of that lovely flavour. Look at that. Skin's getting crispier. This is going to be great. Right. This pasta cooks in like 3-4 minutes. I've got boiling water here, season it, always important. So you want about 150 grams of dried pasta there. This tagliolini, it has egg in it, so it's a gentle, silky kind of pasta. So just break the pasta up and then let it boil. When that salmon skin is really nice and crisp, look at that. Oh, it's popping and spitting. Take this out, and I'll just put that like that. And then I can introduce lemon juice to this very lovely pan of wonderful flavour. We'll literally just move the salmon and asparagus around, and when it's kind of cooked away, I'm just going to grab this pasta and throw it in. You can drain it in a colander if you want, but if you've got tongs, you can do this. Once you've done that, then the last ingredient is wonderful creme fraiche. About a tablespoon goes in, a little bit of relief from the smokiness. And I want to contrast that with the heat from pepper. A generous dusting. And then we can jiggle the pan around. I'm going to add a little bit of cooking water. And this will kind of almost relax the creme fraiche and mix with the beautiful smoked salmon fat. And I'm going to turn the heat off now and just move the pasta around like that. The smell is phenomenal. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be good, guys. It's going to be so good. Just before serving up, throw the asparagus ribbons into the pan to give them a quick blast of heat. Look at the colour. Really, really nice. Beautiful. All I do now is go back to my crispy bit of salmon. And you've got every last bit of flavour from that salmon. And if you want to drizzle it with a little oil. Oh, and the important thing about pasta is not to talk, eat. And I love the way when you kind of twinkle your fork around, you get the beautiful asparagus as well. And those little chunks of cooked asparagus with the smoked salmon, crispy bits. Mmm. Big flavour. Big flavour. It's a combo that wants to work. Those 5 things have got to be best mates. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got time for ice breaking. Just got to be best mates. Real food, real cooking, fun to make, and not just quick. Blooming delicious. What are you waiting for? You shouldn't even be watching anymore. My effortless hot smoked salmon pasta. The perfect combo of truly classy flavours. 5. Next up, an off-the-charts veg dish. Packed with mouth-watering flavour and texture, this is a taste explosion that couldn't be simpler. Now to make a beautiful salad, we're going to do cherry chard rice. All you need is mixed wild rice, dried sour cherries, rainbow chard, walnuts, and gorgeous feta cheese. So this is a fantastic little salad, great as a little lunch, beautiful as a side salad for any kind of dinner you can think of, or wonderful as a platter that you can put in a nice sharing table, a buffet, something like that. So first up, get our pan on full whack. I've got some boiling water here, and we're going to cook the rice. So wild rice we're using, and a nice mixture of grains, just 150 grams. Normally when you buy a mixed bag like that, they're kind of all graded so they cook at the same time. So that goes in. Make sure you season the water. Get that rice boiling. Now, rainbow chard. You can get this down the farmers markets, you can get it in good supermarkets, and these stalks, which we definitely don't want to lose, cook at a different time than the leaves. So separate off the gorgeous chard leaves and chop the stalks in half. And then take these lovely stalks, and these can go in the colander, and then the colander can go above our rice. And that'll save on your washing up, then a little lid on top, and let that steam for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and when they start to soften, I'll put these leaves right on top. While that's happening, what we're going to do is a nice little dressing. Here we have dried sour cherries. Look at them. The depth of flavour is phenomenal. Oh, they're so good. Just grab a handful and run your knife through them a few times to get them super fine. Then you're going to stretch a lot of flavour a long way, and every time you get a nice little spoon of the rice, get a little hit of chewy, sour, sweet cherry. Pop them into a bowl and add a tablespoon of red wine vinegar and extra virgin olive oil. One little trick as well, you can take a bit of water, just the water, not the rice, and that little bit of warm water will just soften up those sour cherries. Right, so that's looking good. Now I'm going to take my leaves, put them on the top, lid back on. While that's happening, get a nice handful of these beautiful walnuts, really good for you, and they really give this salad a nice little crunch and flavour. Just line them up, and I want to finely slice it. Once you've sliced the walnuts, save a handful for later, and throw the rest into a bowl with the sour cherry dressing. Okay, so we've had just a few little minutes here. So the greens are just lightly steamed. We want to keep the colour, keep the life. I'm using my hands, but you might want to use tongs if the chard is still hot. Finely slice the leaves and stalks and pop them into a bowl. And while they're still hot, we'll give them a little dress, just to get the flavours going. Okay, last ingredient, and a very, very important one, feta cheese. What a great cheese. I love, love, love feta cheese. Keep a bit there for sprinkling. I want to just break up some of this feta. Mix it up. Once the rice is cooked to the packet instructions, drain and add the chard and cherry dressing. While this is hot and steamy, that is the best time to dress it and take on all that beautiful flavour. As soon as that heat from the rice starts to kiss the old feta cheese, it changes. It's soft and creamy and gorgeous. Really nice, what a picture. Right, let's plate it up. It is pretty beautiful. Colours pop in, and then that little bit of feta that I reserved. Just quite nice to put a little bit on top, just for pops of colour. Beautiful walnuts, really nice, simple little salad. Gorgeous. So there you go. Simple, but beautiful. Now, time to have a little try. Come on, excuse the spoon. Let's just get in there. Right. It's the feta that really, in my opinion, links it all together. That salty dairy creaminess is just there holding up the chew of the sour cherries. So good. What's really nice is the way we steam those stalks. They're quite meaty, quite substantial. Then you get the crunch of the walnuts. Lots of textures. You know, even when you've finished eating, you can still sort of taste loads of different elements of it. And what you want is people going, oh, just a minute. What a lovely little salad to have in your repertoire and knock up really, really quickly. Delicious. My gorgeous cherry chard wild rice. A stunning warm rainbow salad full of amazing flavours and texture. This is my quick and easy food. A delicious set of go-to recipes for those of you that love your grub but don't have the time or energy for complicated cooking. Using just 5 ingredients, these recipes are quick to cook, easy to remember, and outrageously tasty. Now for a no-nonsense family favourite. A scrumptious sausage supper for when time is tight. I'm going to show you a really humble, beautiful, comforting bake. For full-on flavour, get some free-range chipolatas, eating apples, parsnips, red onions, and beautiful runny honey. It's a family classic. It's 5 ingredients that really cook into each other and make each ingredient really sing. So how does it begin? In the pan. Right now, just get it onto a medium-high heat. I'll start off with the red onions. What I want to do is take the ends off of our onions like that. Cut them in half, then into quarters. And then I just want to break the onion into beautiful little petals. Just break it up. Discard the skins and let the onions cook away in a dry oven-proof dish. As they release their natural sugars, they'll start to go gorgeously sticky and beautifully sweet. That's why we're starting them first and getting that caramelisation happening, and then just going to quarter some nice eating apples. Once they're in quarter, just pop out that little bit of core. And then the quarters can go into our pan. Just a little olive oil. And a little pinch of salt and pepper. And look at that. I mean, it's already a picture. So just give your pan a bit of a love every now and again. You just want to lightly brown it. Next job, what I want to do is show you a preparation that kind of makes this dish. With the parsnip, instead of clanking it up into big chunks, what I want to do is just get rid of the core and leave the skin on. The skin is super savoury and delicious. And then use your peeler to give you these amazing little strips. So just spend a couple of minutes rattling through these. Take it down to the core. The cores you can put in the soup, compost them. Look how brilliant it looks. Really cool. Lovely. Job's a good one. So one last toss here. Can you see how the apple's starting to caramelise? Can you see how that onion's just charring up? That's flavour right there. But see on the bottom of the pan, almost looks a tiny bit burnt. That's the sugars from both the onion and the apples. So what we can do is actually clean the pan by adding like a tablespoon or two of vinegar. And just go like that, which is getting that flavour off. But the sweetness and the sourness will make the most incredible flavour. So now we take this bonkers amount of shredded parsnip. I just want to lightly toss it in the apples and the onion. Look how extraordinarily crazy that is.
Then grab your free-range chipolatas and snuggle them into the dish amongst the gorgeously caramelised fruit and veg.
Put it in a bit of onion, put it around the edge, slip it there next to Mr. Apple. Gordon Bennett, this is going to be good. Let's have a little wash up, a little delicate dressing of olive oil, a light seasoning, and that, my friends, is going straight in the oven. The oven is at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit. I'm going to put that in right in the middle for half an hour.
In less than 10 minutes, you've prepped a delicious family dinner.
Let's have a little look. The smell is amazing. Look at that. Okay, so it's already looking beautiful. What I need now, I'm going to use some honey. So just a little tablespoon. Drizzly, drizzly, drizzly.
And that will give our bake a mouth-watering glaze.
Back in the oven for about 5 minutes. Or until it looks outrageously delicious. We're pretty much there. It looks pretty good. Come on. And look at that. Crispy bits, soft bits, lovely little bit of sausage. I think it's very beautiful in the most gnarly, dragged through a hedge backwards kind of way. Come on, let's get amongst it. Look at that. You can put it in the middle of the table. You can pair it up with mashed potatoes and peas if you want. You can leave it as it is, but it's really, really joyful and very, very tasty. And there's little sticky bits around the edge and the bottom, and the sticky bits are always the best bits. Right, let's get in there. Bit of sausage on the dance floor. Oh. The honey, that little bit at the end, just makes the whole thing work a treat. A scruffy, humble, but brilliant little combination. This is just about flavour, nothing else. It's just so good.
There you go, my gorgeously simple sausage and apple bake. Effortless cooking at its best.
Yeah, 5.
And finally, a simple way to give an everyday veg a show-stopping Middle Eastern twist.
I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, big and bold recipe celebrating the humble cauliflower.
All you need is cauliflower, harissa, natural yoghurt, fresh pomegranate, and dukkha, a Middle Eastern spice blend.
This is a really exciting dish. You can have it as a main meal, as a side dish. It is really, really beautiful. And it's celebrating a whole bunch of different flavours. It's 5 ingredients punching so hard. So what we're going to do is roast this whole, but we want to rub it in amazing things. And I want to create a little flavour bomb, encase it in cool stuff. Big up some flavours to really make this whole cauliflower amazing. Let's get amongst this. So first up, 2 tablespoons of beautiful yoghurt. And then I'm going to go in with 2 lovely teaspoons of harissa. Look for harissa in the supermarket. It's delicious. It's a load of beautiful dried peppers, pounded up, sometimes fennel seeds and garlic and rose petals and stuff like that. 1 ingredient punching hard with loads of flavours.
Add half a tablespoon of red wine vinegar and season with salt and pepper.
And we'll just marble that up. You can mix it up, but let's just marble. Look at those colours. I mean, you know that's going to be gorgeous. What a joy. So, this is when we have to get these going, right? Have a little rub up, right? You can't earn big flavour without getting stuck in. So the important thing is to use your hands, get in there, and really rub that paste into the cauliflowers. Try and get under the leaves. We really want to treat this almost like you were kind of marinating a lovely chicken or something like that. Get it right in there. Go around the base, have a little rub up. Go on, look at that. It's just joyful. Now, next up, pomegranate. Look at these. I mean, it's just the most wonderful fruit.
Carefully slice into 2 and put half to the side. Then squeeze the juice of the other half all over the cauliflower.
You've got to be strong now, right? Oh, God, you have to use your might, use your muscle. Look at that. Woo! Oh, you know it's going to be good. Just squeeze it. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Bit excited, I'll control myself. And then just a little bit of water. So that's about 100 mils of water. It's going to sort of steam and bake. It's going to go gnarly. It's going to go dark. It might look like I've made a mistake, but just trust me, special things are going to happen in that oven.
So let that cook at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit, and you've got an hour and 15 minutes to kick back and relax.
Oh, I told you it would look dark and burnt. So if you just angle your baking dish, can you see there all of that goodness, right? Baste this just like you would baste any cut of meat. Literally get everything scraped from the corners. Pop it back in the oven for just 10 minutes. What we want to do is take all the juices from the bottom and make them live stuck on the top.
With this dish, the uglier, the better. Be bold and earn yourself some utterly delicious flavours.
So the 10 minutes are up. And what a celebration. Now it's time to finish it. Grab your pomegranate. Open your fingers up like that, and we're going to give it a really good spanking. And let those capsules fall out. So imagine the spice, the beautiful cauliflower, and those sweet, sweet capsules exploding in your mouth. So it's a flavour sensation. A bit of juice is going to come out. It's going to get messy. Go with the flow. It's all cool in the gang.
Add an optional drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and it's time for the last ingredient, a shortcut to extra flavour and crunch.
This is dukkha, or we call it dukkha. When you're in Egypt, it's called dua, which means to pound. And you can get it in the supermarket. It's a mixture of different kind of spices, fennel seeds, coriander seeds, almonds. You can have sesame in there, cumin. It's unbelievable, really good. Punches really hard for one ingredient with so many different things in it. You can eat this any way you like. Slice it, chunk it, nuggets. But I'm going to go for the slice because I think it's such a nice cross-section. Have a look at this. Hot and steamy. If you can kind of see the cross-section there and how all the flavours seep through that. And then these juices are insane. Let's get in there. Oh my Lord. There is so much going on there. Wow. Layers of flavour. And when you get those pomegranates, they just explode sweet. This is properly exciting. Get amongst it and have a go. My ugly, delicious, spiced whole roast cauliflower. Maximum Middle Eastern flavour with minimal fuss. So there you go, my delicious, stress-free menu to see you through the week. A super fast hot smoked salmon pasta, my scrumptious cherry chard wild rice, a ridiculously simple sausage and apple bake, and my super impressive gnarly spiced roast collie. My 5-ingredient food that's quick to cook and even easier to remember. Next time, 4 more delicious dishes for those of you who love your grub but don't have the time or energy for complicated cooking. Using just 5 simple ingredients, each recipe is ridiculously tasty, unbelievably impressive, but all quick and easy.